Welcome to Spotlight's Listener Mail program. I'm Adam Navis.
And I'm Katy Blake. Spotlight uses a special English method of broadcasting. It is easier for people to understand, no matter where in the world they live.
Today's program is on you. In today's program, we listen to what you have to say about some of our recent programs. We hear comments about different sorts of families and about two amazing men. And listen for some important news about a new way to practice your English. Let's get started.
Have you ever had very difficult times in your life? In the program Nick Vujicic, No Arms or Legs, we heard about the work of a man born with no arms and no legs. He learned that being different can be difficult, but it is not hopeless. He wants other people to see the positive parts in their lives. So he travels the world sharing this good news.
Many of you thought Vujicic is an amazing man. Rachel Green admired and respected him, and Marco Silva called him a great man. Some of you were even made to think about your own lives. Patochis Patocino was encouraged to change the way that he reacts to his own problems.
When a problem kills me for a time, I should look around me. I will then see that my problem is not so big. Possibly I will not spend so much time complaining or being dissatisfied. It is best to be like Nick Vujicic and think about how to find a solution. He found his purpose in life. This man is a hero. The most important part is that he helps and encourages other people.
Nick Vujicic has hope, and he also has a strong and loving family to help him. Over the past months, we had a series about families. This series was called Forming a Family. We looked at several different sorts of family: single parents, step families, siblings as parents, adoption, friends as family, and when grandparents raise children.
V. Souza heard the program about single parents. He knows many single parents. He does not often see children raised by both parents. He says,
"It is rare to see a child raised by a mother and a father. Most of the area where I live is full of single-parent families."
Della thinks that raising children as a single parent is difficult. She believes single parents need help and support. She explained what happens in her country.
Women who decide to raise children alone have a great responsibility for the development of their children. They may urgently need serious support from their families, communities, and authorities. Single mothers in the Czech Republic are provided with a large amount of special help, including medical and financial help. I believe a family formed with only one parent can be just as successful and work as well as a family with both parents.
Lan Can heard the program about families that form when a person marries again, step families. He thought that forming this sort of family could be difficult.
It is not easy to become a stepfather or a stepmother. A child will not accept anyone to replace her birth parents. But with love, step-parents can change the attitude of their stepchildren. But in some families, it is dangerous for children because of the behaviour of their step-parent.
Sadly, Honor knows that it can be dangerous to live in a step family. He shared his story.
My mother died when I was 7 years old. Life was not good. But when my father married my stepmother, we were much more unhappy. My stepmother always used violence, so living with her was impossible. I left my father's house when I was only 11 and never came back.
But even through his experiences, Honor did think that it is possible to have happy step families. Elise Pasteur also lived in a step family. She had a better experience than Honor.
I am part of a step family. I was raised by a stepmother and my true father. I do not regret it, and I can thank both of them.
Libya UC Jaramillo heard the program about brothers and sisters, or siblings as parents. She had this experience and found it very hard. Asan Asana had sympathy for children in such families.
Life is difficult, but for children who do not have parents, it is worse. Siblings who take care of other siblings have a big responsibility. Sometimes it is too much for them.
Severino Ramos heard the program When Grandparents Raise Children. He had many happy memories of living with his mother's parents.
My grandparents lived on a small farm a little way from my mother's house. When I was 5, I asked my mother if I could live on the farm with my grandparents and my uncles. There were lots of animals on the farm. I lived with them until I was 16.
Thank you to everyone who shared their good and bad experiences of family. Before we move to our next comments, we have some important news about practicing with Spotlight. Many of you have asked us to produce Spotlight at a faster speed. We have listened to you. We have produced Spotlight Advanced. We use the same words and music as in our normal program, but we speak faster and more naturally.
Some of you have already found Spotlight Advanced. Suleiman loved the more natural speaking speed, and Marcos said the faster speed was better for him. Jose said that practicing with Spotlight Advanced was a good test or challenge for his brain. So when you have listened to a Spotlight program, try to listen to it again at our new, faster speed. We hope you like this new program.
Our final comments are about another amazing man. They come from the program Mozart, Child of Music. We asked if you had ever listened to his music. Some of you did not know much about Mozart, but others, like Rendell Barreto and Svitlanka, did. Svitlanka commented,
I have heard a lot of music written by Mozart. It seems to me that many people around the world know him and his music. One of my favorite Mozart pieces is Piano Concerto No. 21.
Wonderful. Thank you for all your comments. Tell us who else you would like to hear about. Would you like to hear your words and ideas on a listener mail program? You can leave a comment on our website or email us at radio@radioenglish.net. You can also comment on Facebook at facebook.com/Spotlight Radio.
The writer of this program was Katy Blake. The producer was Michio Ozaki. The voices you heard were from the United Kingdom and the United States. All quotes were adapted for this program and voiced by Spotlight. You can listen to this program again and read it on the internet at www.radioenglish.net. This program is called Listener Mail 151.
Visit our website to download our free listening app for Android or Apple devices. We hope you can join us again for the next Spotlight program. Goodbye.